Hello, everyone. It is Sparky Studs, and I welcome you to the Battle of Geonosis. Now, before we get into the mock, just want to give a quick synopsis, tell you some numbers. This mock has a little over 5,000 pieces, maybe 5,500. I don't know specifics. Has a little under 100 figs, 2 vehicles, as you can see. And I'm very happy with how this looks. Before anything, I just want to say thank you guys so much for all the support through this mock. I know it was pretty quick. I knew it was going to be quick, but just the love and the drive I had to build this was, made it go by faster, and I do have you guys to thank. So thank you so much for allowing me a platform to show my hobby, I guess. So yeah, big thanks to all of you. But now, enough wasting time. Let's get right into the mock. Starting over here, we have an explosion taking out a Geonosian and a battle droid from our motor little embankment down there. Looks pretty good. I think if I were to go back, I would maybe make it a crater, but it is what it is. Then we just have the Geonosian cannon, and I did not part this out. I actually bought the 2012 Geonosian cannon because I wanted to keep it genuine, and I thought it was a nice touch. And then we have just the plethora of battle droids and super battle droids and Geonosians, just hammering the Grand Army of the Republic. But behind the cannon, we have the Geonosian plateau with some winged Geonosians, flying to the battle. On top of which, we have a Delta Squad. I wanted to include Delta Squad somewhere in the mock. I always see mocks nowadays, especially ones that are Geonosis, have Delta Squad included, and I didn't want mine to be any different. So as you can see, we have you have to remember the names. I think it's Boss, Sev, Fixer, and Scorch. And as you can see, Scorch has a thermal detonator because I think they're planning to explode the cannon. Moving over here to probably my favorite part, personally, of the mock, the Geonosian cave. I know it's not accurate to the source material, but I did want to include the flame troopers with Ki-Adi-Mundi in the cave because I feel like it's just such an iconic scene. As you can see, they're absolutely blasting this Geonosian zombie. I know they weren't necessarily in the Battle of Geonosis, but I feel like they're just really cool and I wanted to include them somewhere, and this is the best place I could find for them to be. So yeah, and then on top we just have the platform that Delta Squad's sitting on with these Geonosian spires. Really happy with how these turned out. And now we're gonna do a circle around the mock. So now, as you can see, we have some people just defending the cave. I know it doesn't make sense because then you're thinking, how did the Republic get here? It's not really supposed to make sense, I'll be honest. Like I said, just wanted to include flame troopers because they're my second favorite clone variant, I guess would be the word. So yeah, we just have some clones running in. I just realized this guy's arm is bent. He's supposed to be. Oh my goodness. Sorry about that. So we got him running. We got a clone trooper with an RPG who's also trying to figure out how to take down the big Geonosian cannon. Behind him, we just have some from Geonosis ARF troopers, and we have the speeder bike, which if you watched my last kind of review video, you would know that this is the actual speeder bike from the Battle of Geonosis set. It's actually not, because the one I got, the seller on Bricklink had the white and green one and not the red, white and red one, but I still think it looks cool. And again, just keeping it Geonosis themed for the sets. I didn't want to do any custom sets, so yeah. Down here we have the motor encampment that I talked about earlier. I think looks pretty good. Again, if you watched the series, you'd know that this is a nod to Coconut Brick Studios, who I guess influenced, I don't know what the word would be, but his video all those years ago of building Geonosis has always made it a dream for me to build Geonosis, and I'm honored to sort of do it now, and I have him to thank for it. So yeah, thank you, Coconut. But yeah, so we just got some motors. He's firing. They're just shooting, trying to again take down the Geonosian cannon. And then next to him, we just have some more clones running into the battle, more ARF clones. Up at the front, we have Obi-Wan Kenobi in his Clone Wars armor. He actually does have a custom lightsaber, thank you to Brick Tactical. And then next to him, we have Phase 1 Cody, and that is the Phase 1 Cody from the Geonosian Starfighter over there. So pretty cool there. More ARF troopers. I was going to include Waxer and Boyle, but I just, this mock was already getting pretty expensive, and I couldn't justify buying the two custom figures. So unfortunately, Waxer and Boyle will have to be in the next Geonosis mock, whenever that is. So now kind of coming into the middle here, this is kind of where the battle has taken a head. As you can see, these Geonosis clones getting shot down by the Clankas. As you can see, one of these clones is having a really bad day. He's getting picked up and about to be flown away by the Geonosian. Sorry, guys. And then right down here we have, I think, Commander Jet. I could be wrong. I know his name's Jet. I just don't know if I can't remember if he's a commander or a captain, but I think he's a commander. We got Commander Jet shooting down a B2 Super Battle Droid, and you can see there's another RPG clone trying to take down the cannon. Sort of behind him, we have a medic clone sort of dragging this clone to safety, which I think looks really, really cool. I want to get a red helmet for him because I feel like he just looks like a clone with red arms. But no, I really do like how this turned out. And then now we have the other Geonosian plateau with yours truly over it, kind of just overlooking the entire thing. And then in here we have probably my favorite, second favorite bit other than the cave, is we have Poggle the Lesser talking with a tactical droid on the battle at hand. I really, really love how this room turned out. I love the Separatist insignias, chilling on the back of it. But yeah, I really looks cool, and I'm excited to have Poggle the Lesser in my collection now. But with that being said, that's just about it. Sorry if this overview felt short for how I was hyping it up, but it is a pretty small mock. It's the biggest one I've ever done, but it's a small mock in comparison to everything. So yeah, with all that being said, if you enjoyed this series, please do leave a like and subscribe, and let me know in the comments what you think my next mock should be. And as always, I hope you have a great day, and I will see you studs later.